Good morning, folks. Friday morning local job, Washingtonville, New York, home of the Wizards.
Never beat us.
Never beat us, apparently, Craig says. We're football wrestler people. So here's what we got. We're being told that's a 550. So as always, it either starts there and goes 6 feet over, or it starts right there and goes 6 feet there. I'm gonna say it goes that way because normally when you build a deck, you put the pier right on the corner. They didn't, they put it over there. So that leads me to believe is once they dug down here to put that pier in, they then hit the tank. So they moved it over and then cantilevered the bottom joist. Just a theory. Installation's going outside. So it looks like we're going to put that installation right over here. So we're going to take as minimal as possible of the bush. It's 72 inches, so we'll measure and split that bush wherever we can pull it. That's going to be a nice gopher right there. And we'll pull up these bricks, minimize the damage, and then replace them. Good day today, boys? All right. Nice work, Sam. So I'll offload the machine. All right, we are making good progress. If you'll notice, folks, Tank Masters, we love our product. You are not going to find scratches on the end cap because this doesn't get shipped to a distributorship, a warehouse that stores it, and it sits up on the end cap. And then when you want to purchase it, you drive to it and it's got water in it. We get them directly from Granby. Directly from Canada. It goes up in our carpeted loft, and when it's used, we take it down, we spot touch any of it, painting our legs. Really hard to brag about a tank, but that's what I was trying to do. So as I expected, tank starts there, goes under. It's installed in 3/8P gravel. That's the best product. It does look like it's slightly pitched, so that's exactly why I thought there wasn't a pier under there, because when they dug down, I bet you once I unclean that, I could probably find out where they were hitting it with the shovel to determine they had to put the pier over here. This is the kind of stuff that's intriguing to me, Craig. You too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, our love for tanks, or maybe I should say my love. You can see the damage, actually, that the tooth on the bucket did. That's unusual. That shouldn't happen, so that's a thin tank. And does this tank have any water in it?
An inch.
Had an inch of water, so that's not a good thing. So we'll see how it progresses from here. Craig, what's the matter, Craig?
Come on.
What?
Do the stuff in my sleep.
All right, so apparently Craig's happy with the levelness of the tank, which is cool. Doesn't matter what you do for a living, as long as you're the best at it. Fulfilling. Mike's our drop tube guy. He loves doing drop tubes, but I think he still measures every time.
I do.
I'm not sure he realizes that it's the same size tank.
I measured at 43.
Oh, okay. I thought you were measuring the tank. My bad.
44.
So do we get a $100 challenge here somehow or other?
I don't think they want to do that again.
Hey, Craig's daughter, birthday. Happy birthday, Harlow.
Hey, Harlow, happy birthday.
Just because. $100 to Craig.
Yeah. Oh, well, somehow or other we got to get Craig 100 so he can get Harlow a gift.
Here.
Okay. Everything's moving very well. I knew this was going to be an easy job. All right, that tank was full, so you can't tell because the gauge is not in there. but you can see our poly tank has got quite a bit in it right up there. Are you have you pumped over into it? Why is that poly tank got 200 gallons? Nah, because you didn't pump it. It had oil in it from the previous job.
It's full. This is 330.
Right, and that's a 550.
200 gallons.
So that's full now.
Yeah, and that was full. That's 200 gallons. That tank was empty, dry.
How you doing? I'm normally good at math. Normally good at math. So it's all pumped out. That's a dirty one. If you can remember yesterday, we did the job, the 1,000 gallon tank. It had half the sludge that this one has. And that's because that they used a good fuel oil distributor and they stayed with him. They don't jump around and get cash oil. When you mix the different qualities or grades of fuel oil, which there are, it increases the sludge buildup. So find yourself a distributor and stay with them. A good oil distributor. So we are now, we're hooked up to the, actually we're blowing it clean. What time is it? 12 o'clock. When's inspection?
11:30. Inspection's 12 to 12:30.
Right, we're right on target. We got 30 minutes to clean that, Mike. We're doing great. That baby will come right out. Okay, we got Mike inside. He's breaking off all those drop tubes. We saved those copper. Actually, I let Mike and Sam save it, and they store it at the shop. And at the end of the year, they bring it all back, and they split it for Christmas presents. How much money do you think you get per year?
$1,000.
1,000?
Together, not.
Together?
Yeah, not each.
All right, so we'll pay attention to that this year. But you've already gone once.
Yeah.
And how much did you get?
300.
300?
Yeah.
All right. So that's how far our drop tube stays off the bottom. Because any further than that, we're just going to be transferring sludge and black oil. Black oil will actually still fire, but the sludge will clog up our pump. The impellers in the pump are only plastic, so it damages those. So this is the stuff that we'll drum. And every job we probably drum 25 to 40 gallons of sludge. And that sludge we store at the shop in a drum, and then we hire a vacuum truck to come and pump it. That truck, he charges me a $350 stop charge and then $1.45 per gallon. So he'll come and pump out probably 18 drums for us. That's $1,400 for me. And it takes me a laborer half a day to stay there with him, mixing those drums up at the bottom to get it all. And then we'll provide the township with that sludge receipt, along with the liquid manifest. Because we have about 180 gallons of good oil here, which unfortunately I hate to see have happen, but it gets disposed. And they recycle it into gel products. And Mike will continue. All right, good job, Mike. So Mike's done cleaning it. He scraped it all. completely swabbed it dry. Did a good job. So that, there is a little plate. Why do you think that plate is there? That plate is actually called a striker plate. Right there is the fill. So when this tank is underground and people want to measure the amount of fuel, they take a big long stick and they drop it in there. Normally they take it and they just let it go. So it goes all the way down, slams on the bottom. So it slams on that striker plate instead of the metal. If you actually continually hit metal in the same spot, you break down actually the polarity of it. It goes, you know, I'm not a metallologist, whatever that word is, but the metal does have polarity.
Perfect, thank you.
So if you keep hitting the same spot, you break it down and you weaken it. So then the condensation in the water will start to attack that area. So that's what a striker plate is. It eliminates that. Little fun factoid. We'll pull this tank out and see how it looks.
They're glued together. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. Yeah, except for that one. Half one was on the house. So you want me to leave this by the house? Yep.
Good.
You want to get the other set?
Hit the level.
Hit the level. How is it?
All right, we are finishing up. Craig wanted me to come and see his install, so feeling a little proud about it, apparently. So that's where it came in. It's got it all caulked. Runs along the back. Goes down around and then ties into that tiger loop. That's cute. He put the foam there for us to see that. Very nice. That's a nice clean install, Craig. Way to go. That's why you're worth the $225,000 a year you make. That's his tank. That'll be brought back to the shop. We will bring that to the disposal facility. We'll get a receipt for it, provide that receipt to the town. Everything's done. This came out nice. Everything's put back. His bricks are back. Said we didn't even have to do it, but I'm not leaving it like that. Everything's nice and level and even except for the previous AC unit. There's that tank install. Legs are painted. All black pipe is painted. Won't have any oxidation there. Not going to see any scratches on these tanks. That's where the line came across, and it's caulk where it went in. My Lord. What time is it, Sam? 10, 11, 12, 1. 4 hours and 13 minutes. That's another fine job by Tank Masters Environmental. Got an underground tank? Give us a call. I'll give you the best price around, and you can meet my family.